Okay, so now that you understand that part and the investing part, now let's talk about the Roth. Now, once you start your account up and get the Roth going, you need to buy into a fund, and there's a lot to choose from. Okay, you choose Asian markets, lower Asian markets, European markets, American markets, this market, that market. There's literally like hundreds of them. Okay, um, and you're buying into it. Now the cost to buy it into it, the one that I chose was $3,000. A lot of them were around that price. There's some that are like $5,000. They get you a humongous payout, okay, but there's also a really super high risk too that you're going to lose a lot more. There's some that you start off with $100, okay, not very good returns. Then you got to look at your fees. So I chose one that was more like a little bit more than just what bonds would do, because I already had some stuff in the Roth when I transferred it over. So I went into that route. Now, when you buy into it, okay, so I put $3,000 into it. The stock itself only costs like $220, but you have to buy into that. So they take 3,000 divided by 220. That's how much shares, and then every month they just throw $100 in there and automatically invest in more shares. All right. Well, once you have the Roth set up, see, now you can buy stock through the Roth. Now, here's the cool part. So, my previous, I was talking to you about how you set up, you buy so many shares of a stock so that's self sustaining. And at the end of the year, you got at least you reinvest the dividends. And at the end of the year, you got to pay taxes on it, but not through a Roth. That's all tax free. So the dividends you reinvest back into the Roth, you do not have to pay taxes on it. Now, I think this is what Warren Buffett was trying to, one of the things he's trying to explain to people why it's like they don't tax it. The government doesn't tax this stuff. So if you're under 60, say you can only put in 7,000 a year. So you put in 7,000 and say 3,000 of it is in stock. Okay. And the dividends, you get like $500 in dividends per that year and you reinvested them. Well, so technically you put in $7,500 into that Roth. That's more than 7,000, but you don't get penalized for it because it all happened within the Roth. See how that works? I mean, you could actually theoretically at some point, if you've been doing this for like 15, 20 years, you could be putting $10,000 a year or like 5,000 extra a year of dividends into your Roth. You're not going to get penalized for it. And then when you turn 60, you can take those dividends and you can just go in there and click that edit and don't reinvest the dividends. It goes into your holding account. You put it in your checking account and you spend it. Government doesn't tax it because you're over 60. It's absolutely wonderful. you know? So that's what I found out about it. And that's what I'm doing. Now I have the other account that has stock that I have to pay taxes on the dividends. And I hate to get rid of it because I'm earning some good money on it. But you can't transfer that stock into the Roth account because I would surpass the amount of money I can put into the Roth in any one given year. They don't even let you transfer it like that. They won't let me. So the only way I'd have to do is to sell all the stock, or a couple of them in the one account, take the money, transfer it into the holding account of the Roth, and then buy stock through the Roth. But hopefully I don't go past my 8,000 because I'm over 60. I'm set at 8,000 a year. That's the most I can put into it. So, okay, but then selling all that stock, transferring it over into the holding account, then buying stock in the Roth. So I had to pay the capital gains taxes and all that stuff. I'm not sure what to do yet. But you think about how that works because it's not taxed at all. I didn't really start this, like I said, about 5 years ago. So my goal here is to get enough dividends going so that it'll help pay for some things. Like we have our house paid off, but there's other things that we pay on, like car insurance. If I can get rid of one of the car insurances per year, just because of all the dividends that I'm gonna get tax free, why not? Then there's taxes on the house. I mean, that's like $4,400 a year. That when you get into retirement, that part there sucks. If you have your house paid off, but if I would have started younger, like maybe at 50 or at 40, I probably could have had enough stock in there to like pay for all this stuff. So that's something you have to look at. All right.